Hello, welcome to MCS TV. My name is Maria Plata and I am a gifted math teacher. I teach at Miniruffin and Berg Jones for the school year 2019-2020. Um, Welcome to MCS TV. Like I said, we're going to talk about some math today. This time it's sixth grade mathematics, okay? Now focus on this figure right here, and I want you to think about these questions, okay? I want to paint the inside of the garage. Doing that, what do I need to know? On how much paint I will be needing. Also, in this house, I wanted to install carpet in the bedrooms. So what do I need to know to find out how much carpet materials I will be needing? Okay? Here's another one. Okay? Let's say I volunteered in our church because they are going to put a fence around the property. So what do we need to know to find out how much fencing materials we will be needing? Okay? Here's another one. This is a logo of a toolbox corporation. They wanted to paint the inside of the logo, and at the same time, they wanted to put lights around it. Okay? So painting, what do we need to know? How much paint we will need. Putting lights around it, what do we need to know? How much light materials we will need to put in this logo. Okay, so all those questions brings us to perimeter and area. Okay, perimeter and area. Now, watch closely. This is a rectangle. Inside that rectangle is the area. Area is the measure of the surface enclosed by a figure. So any closed figure like rectangle, triangles, parallelogram, those are closed figures. If we want to know how much it measures inside that figure, then that is the area. Okay? Now around this rectangle is the distance that connects all these line segments, and that is the perimeter. Okay? To find out the perimeter of a geometric figure or any shapes that we know, all we need to do is find the distance around it by adding them all together. Okay? So let's begin with perimeter, since it's kind of easier to know or solve. Okay? Look at this rectangle right here. It says find the perimeter. On this side, 4 centimeters. On this side, 15 centimeters. Now, what did we say about perimeter? We find the distance around the figure. So we need the measure in each side. But if I look closely here, I only have 2 sides with a measurement. Okay, this is 4 centimeters. Now I can see that this side is the same measure on the other side. Okay, they are parallel. So if this is 4 centimeters, this is also 4 centimeters. The same with this side. If this is 15 centimeters, this is also 15 centimeters. So to find the perimeter, we add the measure around it. So I'm going to start with 4 and just go around it. 15 plus 4 plus 15. Okay, so 4 and 15 together is 19. 4 and 15 together is 19. 19 plus 19 is 38 centimeters. So the perimeter around this rectangle is 38 centimeters. Now, same goes with other figures. Okay, this one right here, I only see one measure on one side, and it looks like a a square. What is so special about the square? Yes, all sides are equal. So if this is 2 and 5/10 inches, all these sides is the same, 2 and 5/10 inches. So all you need to do is what? To find the perimeter? Add them all together. Same goes with the rest of the figures, okay? So that's how we find the perimeter. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the area. Let's start with a rectangle, okay? Look at this. If I want to know the area of this rectangle with a grid, let's pretend that those are all squares. All sides are the same. Okay? All I need to do is count the number of squares inside that rectangle, and I will get the area. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 units. So if I count this is 5 going down. I'll count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 square units, okay? So that is the area of the rectangle shown. What is the height? 5 units. What is the base? 7 units. So to find the area, all I need to do is find the base and find the height and multiply it together. So the base is 7. The height is 5. 7 times 5 is 35 square units. So that's the area of a rectangle. All we need to know is find the base, find the height. Now, this is the same what we learned in the lower grades. When we find area, we say length times width. So that's basically the same, the base times the height, okay? We're looking at the two sides. Then, let's look at the triangle, okay? A triangle has 3 sides, okay? So if you have, say for example, let's start with a rectangle. If you draw a line diagonal from one vertex to the other, okay, let's try that. Let's use a line right here. From here to here, what happens? Okay, I formed 2 triangles. Okay, from a rectangle, I drew a line from one vertex to the other, and I formed 2 triangles. Okay, so say for example, this is 5 units, and this is 7 units. We already know from the previous page that the area is base times height, 7 times 5 is 35 square units. And that is for the rectangle. But if I form a diagonal, it has 2 triangles now. So how do I find the area of a triangle? Okay, so basically, I will still need the base and the height. Oh, wait a minute, that is the rectangle. When I drew this line, I formed 2 triangles. So what do I do to find the area of this and this? You are absolutely right. Since there are 2 of those, then all I need to do is divide this by 2, and that is the formula for my triangle. So triangle is base times height divided by 2, or we can also write that formula as 1/2 of the base times the height, okay? So that's for the triangle. Now let's take a look at a parallelogram, okay? Now how is this related to a rectangle? Okay. So here's a parallelogram. You are going to cut this, if we are going to cut this dotted line, okay, Let me put it on this side right here so we can actually see what's going on. If I cut that on the dotted line right like here and move it to this side, okay, I want it perfect, but it won't, okay. What happened? Okay. So if I accurately put it together, it actually formed into a rectangle. So what does that mean? This parallelogram is related to this rectangle. In other words, the area of the parallelogram is the same as the area of the rectangle. So therefore, in a parallelogram, all I need to do is also find the base and the height. Okay? So rectangle, parallelogram have the same. So let us review what we learned today. Okay? So, area is the measure of the inside of a closed figure. Perimeter is the distance around a closed figure. Okay? And all the formulas that we know now, area of a rectangle, what do we do? Base times height. Okay? And the same with the area of a parallelogram, which is also base times height. And the area of a triangle, what is it? 1/2 of the base times height. So go ahead and look around your house for some figures that are closed figures and find out its area and perimeter. Until next time, I'll see you in MCS TV. This is Maria Plata, your gifted math teacher. I'll see you next time. Bye.